crazy, but we're doing this in an SUV towing a caravan. So anyway, let's see how this goes. Alright, we're about to head off on our next leg from William Creek to Oodnadatta. Now, William Creek, basically these days there's about a population of 10 people. Used to be on the old Ghan railway line. These days it's basically a pub and a little airfield for scenic flights and a little campground, and that's about it. But anyway, let's have a quick look around and then we'll head off down the Oodnadatta Track. These are the remnants of a Skylark rocket which was launched in 1957 and reached an altitude of 770 kilometers. Alright, ready to go. Put the cap back on. After about 70-75 k's from William Creek, of basically dirt road and nothing much else, you'll come across a sign which says Duff Creek siding. Now, there's nothing much here other than some rocks and the sign. And incidentally, it's got nothing to do with Homer Simpson's Duff beer, but anyway, so we'll head off. A bit further up the road, what you'll notice is there's an old ruin there, which is the Warrina siding. Now, it's easy to miss, but actually on the opposite side is the Elders Memorial Cairn. So have a look at this ruins first, and then we'll go and have a look at the Elders Cairn. Yeah, the door's still there. On the 2nd of May 1891, the Elders expedition left Warrina siding and began a 6,886 kilometre 12-month journey to the Murchison River district of Western Australia. The party consisted of 14 men and 44 camels. The expedition mapped parts of the country that had previously been unknown to Europeans.
Let's see what the result is.
Alright, so it looks like we can get around the side instead of going through that little steep bit. There's no way of getting through there in a caravan, but I can go around the side and see how that goes.
Okay. It's quite sandy.
There's two main things to see between William Creek and Oodnadatta. One is the Peak Telegraph Station and ruins, and the other is the Algebuckina Bridge. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Now, to get to the Peak ruins, it's about 20 k's off the track, and of course another 20 back, and it's only four-wheel drive track. So if you are going down that way, wouldn't do it if you're towing, and I wouldn't do it if you don't have a good four-wheel drive. So we've skipped that. We're going to go up and have a look and look around. The bridge was opened in January 1892. It took just over 300 men to build and is South Australia's longest bridge at 578 metres. We've just woken up in Oodnadatta. As you can see, the flies are shocking. Forget about fly sprays or whatever, none of them work. I've tried about 4 or 5 different ones, and the only thing that stops them is those fly nets. Now, one of the things is accommodation here is pretty limited. The Transcontinental Hotel closed down about 2 years ago, and the general store closed down about 2 years ago. The only thing left is basically the Pink Roadhouse. If you want a cold beer or anything, basically they close at about 5, so it's yeah, there's not much left that's open here, unfortunately. We're going to have a bit of a look around and head off. Now, apparently the road to Marla is still not fully open, so instead of Marla we're going to head down to Coober Pedy. We'll go down there. There's the Moon Plains there where I think they shot Mad Max 3, so we're going to go and have a look at that. For now, we'll have a bit of a look around Oodnadatta, and then we'll move on.
And is at the Pink Roadhouse, everything is pink, even right down to the electricity pole.
So one of the things you may not realise, if you go to the Pink Roadhouse, you can actually get a key to the museum for a self-guided tour. Yeah, let's go have a look. Bernadette's now going back into the roadhouse to hand the key back to the museum, and we're about to head off onto our third leg. We're going to be heading towards Coober Pedy.
Okay, so where are we going to now, Tony?
Okay, we're off to Coober Pedy. So after about 100 k's of literally nothing, first thing you're going to come across is Patsies Car, which is an old wreck that obviously someone's painted. Just arrived in Coober Pedy, which we're going to start exploring next. If you do want to do that trip, highly recommended. It's something you should do at least once in your lifetime. Fantastic history of our pioneering era back in the 1800s. But anyway, if you did like this video, make sure you hit a like and subscribe, and join us on our next video as we explore Australia.